All right, good morning. Welcome to Studio Janai live stream. This is Roger Janai here. It is Saturday, the 20th of November, 2021, about 7:40 in the morning, and we're going to be doing some work on our Magatsuki and Magatsuki Kikka customs here. So we've got our Magatsuki, we've got our Magatsuki Kikka. We're doing the dark and the light side of the Force. So we've got our dark side face here, and we've got our Jedi face here. Those facing the camera, another upside down, but at least you get an idea what they look like. What we're doing today, this morning, is we're going to showcase how I do my hair. So we've taken a few days to get to this point with the prep work. Kika's going to get the brown hair with gold, kind of that dirty blonde look that is common amongst humanoid Jedi, apparently. And Kika's going to get, she's going to keep dark hair, but we're going to give her some darker highlights. I'm not sure if we're going to go with a purple or a red. We'll cross that bridge when we get there momentarily. I'm still fighting whatever the hell this is. I've been sick for ever, it seems like. Going on 2 months now. September, I started getting sick in September, so yeah. Anyway, before we get started, I'm just gonna finish. I made two separate hair parts here for Magatsuki because I built a cowl, right? So I've built this hood, this shroud that's gonna basically hold her head. Her head will be in here, so like, you know, typical Sith hood. So that it's gonna go. She'll be wearing that probably most time when I pose her. But should I want to do any kind of scenery work or any kind of I'm struggling for words here. Any kind of anything that's for posing or anything like that, then I'm going to need to make it so that I can take her hood off and then give her actual hair. So I didn't have enough parts to work with to do that, and the space inside of the helmet is actually, or inside of the hood is actually rather limited. So most of this you're not actually going to see, but I did want to make, you know, something that could go in there that would not be too obvious, similar enough to the actual hair that, you know, when you remove the hood, it's somewhat still believable as being intentional. So I didn't have this little piece. There's a ribbon piece that's got a set of bangs on it that comes with the kit, and that is this. Well, I've got it masked off right now, but that's this piece here that's behind the tape, but it unfortunately comes in behind the bangs. I don't know if that shows up on camera there. The front bangs overlap, and unfortunately they only provide enough of those to do one particular hairstyle with either kit. So I had to kind of fudge and make my own side bangs, and then create some sort of barrier to fill the gap, because there's a ribbon that's supposed to go over top there, and there's only one ribbon, and I need it to be able to be used for the hair. It doesn't fit under the cowl anyway, so what I did is I just melted the gap with a piece of mask and some super glue to take up the space, give it volume, let that harden. It creates like its own type of hardened plastic. I mean, if I had some plate, I probably could just use plate, but I didn't have any, so, you know, you work with what you got. And it was a spur of the moment thing anyway to decide to do, so it wasn't like I had prepped for that. A lot of this build has been spur of the moment, like as I'm going to decide to do things. So I'm just going to give this a quick little sand, so that I can throw a quick coat of black on it, and then hopefully it'll be dry enough by the time I get to the Magatsuki that I can actually add my blushing to it. Most of this won't be seen anyway because of the cowl, but you know, I wanted to give it that in case, due to posing, there's some sort of angle that shows like there was a gap, and I just didn't want that gap to be there. So, you know, it's going to be hidden by shadow. It's going to be down in the hood anyway. Blushing stage here in just a moment. And we'll start with the Jedi, with Kikka. The original plan on this particular build, and I'm sure I've mentioned it on the Facebook page, but in case no one's seen it, the original plan was, when I saw Magatsuki, I wanted her immediately because I had already basically built one when I made Shiva. It's amazingly coincidental how much Shiva looks like Magatsuki, just in blue, and it was, you know, whatever. It it was the first. I did it first, haha. But no. Anyway, I regress here. So I got the Magatsuki, and then Kikka came out, and I was like, oh my god, this white is gorgeous, the gold, the black, like everything about this is definitely an upgrade from this. This is great. Like, I love the Magatsuki, but the Kikka is just, wow, you know, I didn't so much care for the pink accessories and the pink hair, like, I just didn't really think that fit her as a character. But I realized that the pieces would be transferable. It's the same kit, just, you know, different options and different colors. So immediately I said to myself, whoa, I could put the pink parts on the Magatsuki and the blue parts on the Kikka, and it would probably look really good because she's already got the red tones. That pink would be a nice tie-in. And the blue would make this look more, you know, make Kikka look more regal, more noble, essentially, like a paladin kind of armor. And then as soon as I started thinking along lines of like paladin armor, I started thinking, oh, like good and evil. And then as soon as I started thinking good and evil, it was like, oh, well, you know, we've got an opportunity here to build something based on the ideas of good and evil, whether it be like a set of twins, with one being good and evil, or, you know, a potential for how a person could get lost in the dark side of the Force. And then once I started thinking down that line of path, once I started going down the path of the dark side, I had my inspiration for my build, and that's where this has all come from, with doing the Jedi and the Sith. And again, it kind of falls back to, I guess it'll be up to interpretation for the individual viewer, you know, as art is subjective, to each their own. I'll probably have it be nondescript as to whether or not it's the same person or, you know, a set of twins separated at birth like Luke and Leia, just kind of like a what if one went good, one went evil kind of thing. And yeah, just let it go with that, and you know, build two really cool customs here out of what was gonna originally be a straight box build of both kits with just some color swap. Sorry, I realize none of this is on camera right now. But yeah, we're just giving some sanding to the part there, the little piece that I put across, and that's good enough for what I need it to do. We want to see how that's going to look. Let's see, where is the... Oh yeah, I can't really... I'd have to completely reassemble the head to get that to go, I think. Would I? Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now. I just want to get a quick coat of black on this, and then we'll get going on to the Jedi shadows and highlights here. I have my black already ready to go. It's just gonna be a quick. I'm not gonna leave the desk. I'm gonna shoot it off over the black on the weight bench area. And just like that, we've got our brown, purple being black. It is a little rough there at the top of the cradle cap, but I'm not too concerned. It's not really going to be seen, and it's an optional thing anyway. I don't even know if I can even use the cowl yet. I haven't built enough of the kit to determine that. Okay, so we've got our brown pieces for our Jedi. So we'll go ahead and assemble that. We've got our chalk pastels. And we've got our brushes. Now, I know this piece is going to line up with the cap, so I want to probably go ahead and attach this if I can, at least a little bit. And then I can kind of get an idea where those are going to line up. Let's see. You know, I could probably cut the masking here. I want to leave the mask on because I don't want to get pastel. It's a white band that goes on top of Kikka here, and I don't want that to get stained with the highlights. Just double check something here, make sure. Oh, I already closed it out, but I'm pretty sure that got posted to Facebook. Yeah, this is my hit that like, subscribe, and smash in 5 seconds button thing that a lot of tubers seem to do. Yeah, just hang on while I go investigate, make sure my stream's working well. Make sure the link is working. All right, come on. And there we go. It is showing us being live, and looks good. Cool, everything's working. Okay, so we can pop this on here a little bit. It can be loose, it's fine. This can go. Ooh, that is gonna be tight. Perfect, that's what I wanted. Uh-oh. That might be too tight now. I'm just going to loosen up this joint just a little bit so that it has the mobility again. The last I want is to have this pin be so stiff that it breaks. Okay. And then this one was loose before, and it can actually get shoved into place. Because that's where the white ribbon goes. I can bottom out, that'll be fine. Perfect. And then this goes in here. Oh shit, that, oh fuck, that's right. I need to loosen that one before it goes in there. You cunt. Oh, it didn't just happen. Fuck. That is some shit. Fuck, this brown is just garbage. Alright. Seek the box of parts. So this brown paint that I've used as the base coat on the hair has actually gone bad. It's not good, and it's been a real hassle to work with. But again, work with what you got. That's what I have, so that's what I've been using. And I think it made that plastic a little brittle. So I was trying to be careful to not let it break, which it did anyway, which sucks. Come here. I can get away with a white one. Will you fit in there? You'll fit in there. She's got a white ribbon that goes there, so maybe we can just get away with having a white one. It'll be alright. But now I'm going to have to drill out the frickin' pin that broke off. God damn it, that sucks. Ooh. Thank God I have extra parts, right? Alright, and then this got gummed up, it seems like. Let's just clear the paint out of there. And the paint is sticky. Like, I put a top coat on it just so I could kind of avoid some of the stickiness of it. And of course, because it's such shit paint, I don't know if that's going to show up on camera, so it's so fine. It did crack and split the paint a little bit, and the paint just didn't want to cure. It's garbage. It's old paint. And as soon as I started spraying it, I should have backed off and went and bought other paint. But funds are tight right now, as I haven't worked in 2 months, damn near. And disability hasn't kicked in yet, so I kind of thought maybe it'd be in my best interest to just go ahead and try to make it work. And I mean, it did. It worked. It got the paint on there, and for what I'm doing, it's going to be fine. But again, now we're dealing with the fallout of that being garbage. So this is the ribbon that's going to be used. We just got to make sure it's all going to be okay. Let's see, I think we can get away with it being white. Alright, so if I just make this a little bit rounded, it'll sit down on that ball a little bit. And then allow that peg to sit in there a little further. I could probably glue the peg. No, because I need the rotation. Never mind. So I could probably glue the peg in place, but cool. This video is also going to have a pin removal and replacement tutorial in it. Neat. So yeah, and then what we're doing here is I'm just taking the edge off in a rounded, like trying to make it rounded to accompany that ball. So I'm not coming in straight on here and scraping the whole side. I'm coming in at an angle and just scraping that edge. To make that edge a little wider to accommodate some of that ball. And what this should do for me is it should allow it to sit, actually, I'll show you the flush edge, how that normally would sit. Against a flush edge would be where the ball is on the outside. And that kind of, it's a little blurry, but I think you get the idea. It sits kind of on the flush. Now, if you recess that a little bit, the ball should actually sit in there a little, and that should work out a little better for what I'm trying to do here. So we'll stab that back into the back of the head, and we'll see if that gives me that extra little bit of reach, which helps hold that in a little better, and it does. That's now a little more stable, and now I got to drill this out. Fortunately, I do have my drill handy. And I keep a small assortment of drill bits in here. I should have one in a 3mm right there. Should be it. Make sure that is the right size. That is the right size. Perfect. Because we are dealing with 3mm peg. And now we got to drill out that freaking pin that just snapped off. That sucks so bad. I'm going to try to do this as straight as I can, so I don't accidentally tear up the brown paint. Got little white shavings everywhere now. Alright, now that should accommodate. hopefully that'll fit on there. I might have to go a little wider. Yep. Obviously, what I did only works if you have extra pins. I'm not going to go through all the details right now of how to actually fix a pin, especially a joint pin like that. I have done other videos on that. I probably will again. Okay, that is almost where I need it to be. So we're just going to give this a little bit of a filing. And should hopefully. Ooh, nope, still a little too fat. It wants to split the plastic on the as you can imagine, I don't want it to do that. I don't want it to split the plastic. Oh, is this from Ghost in the Shell? Yeah, okay. I was thinking it's Ghost in the Shell or Gasaraki. Alright, now you're gonna fit. You're gonna fit in there. It's gonna be a perfect fit. No issues. You're not gonna fucking snap off my pin again. And you're not gonna split the hair. Still trying to split the hair. Why? White fluff all over me now. Pink, whatever. Plastic shavings. Alright, eventually we'll get into the... Oh, fuck. And that's what I was trying to avoid. Alright. strong enough. Okay, so the way that's going to end up looking is like this. There. Oh, shit. And it looks like it's going to hold pretty well, so alright, cool. So yeah, we made some modifications to the Magatsuki here, obviously. Sucks about the pin. And do they have... see if they got a nice colored illustration of how she's got the short ponytail. Not really. Not without the armor, anyway. Kikka did come with this really pretty art book kind of thing, so there might be a good picture of it in here. That, of course, is the original Magatsuki. Yeah, they don't really show her with her ponytail. Anyway, I guess that's as good as we're going to get. So, on the front end, I added another little wispy onto this side. This little piece of hair here that wasn't there before. On the back, I gave her a piece of Roadrunner hair. This actually, when in place, will fit right underneath the armor, so it actually doesn't poke out and protrude as much as it looks like it does. And then as far as the hair, I actually took her ponytail and wrapped it around a piece of Innocentia's ponytail that I had left over from my Innocentia. So that gives a little bit more volume, a little bit more hair, a little messier, while also kind of non-symmetrical. I wanted to give her like a Padawan tail, but that did not work out. I don't have the right kind of parts. We're just going to set that aside, and we're going to go ahead and start blushing. Finally onto that stage, the stage I promised everyone we'd be working on here. A couple of quick sticks. Let's see, can I get a piece of rubber from somewhere so I have something to hold that? That gives me something to hold that's not the piece, and also gets it ready for when I go to put clear coat on there. Oh, jeez. Come on. Find something to grab here. Come on. There we go. Ah, it won't fucking... Come on. Not gonna fit in there on me? Nope. Can't get a good angle on it. Let's try that. Aha. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and lay on our dark colors first. We're going to get that in the shadows and the recesses. We'll go ahead and start with this piece. Come on. Yeah, it's as tight as that's going to get, I guess. Alright, cool. Go the other way. A little tighter. Better. Okay. I believe this is a gray. It's kind of a brown. It's already the brownish kind of color we've already got. All I'm doing is just rubbing my brush in there, and then I get in here, and anywhere where I know there's going to be a shadow, I Just start kind of brushing with a darker color into that line, into that little recess crevice there. Again, we're just laying this in all the little recesses, crevices. And then we'll just kind of wipe the ridges, get any of the darkness off the top. And I think that's going to work on that for my dark. We'll go ahead and step it up to the next color, which is pretty much the brown that's on here, but it's got a little bit of a red in it. And we'll kind of put that in some of the not as deep highlight areas, because we're going to fade this to where it gets to a gold. Do not make me glue you in there. I don't want to have to deal with pulling that out later. This actually brings a lot of life into your kit by doing some color adjustment on the hairs. It's not so flat. It doesn't just look like a solid color, a single color, right? It gives you that definition of highlights and dark tones. And we'll go ahead and step it up now. We'll go to this lighter tan, I think. And this is where you're really going to start seeing some of the This is just chalk pastels. It's actually a technique that my wife kind of turned me on. She's a dog customizer as one of the hobbies that she's into, and she started watching like Delightful and some other videos and getting some tutorials. And I thought, man, that's a really good way to control, because I don't airbrush, right? It's a really good way to control how I apply color instead of having to do everything with spray paint. I can actually get a better, more consistent tone into my work. Now we'll get into some gold here. brought some life into that brown. Give it a quick coat of clear. And give that a moment to dry. Just before we do it, make sure you get that right there. Just so. It takes about 5 minutes to give a quick coat on there, and then that'll lock in that first layer of pastel while we work on the next part. And then we'll just alternate back and forth like that for a moment while we do that. And then we just repeat the process here on the main part of the hair, which I put everything together so I can actually get an idea of where everything is, where it's all going to lie. And pretty much everything that's under here is going to get this darker treatment. Now, hopefully, Jedi Girl doesn't get jealousy is not a way of the Jedi, so she's not going to care that she only gets one hair option. She doesn't need 2 hair options. That's perfect, because she's only getting the one. We're going to do right here along this ridge, because this is where it goes into the armor, so we want to actually add that little bit of a shadow for where that armor is going to be, just to give it that depth of going into something. And it's subtle, like you don't really notice it, but it does appear, like it does make a difference. And of course, anything you do to your kit makes a difference. Whether that's good or bad is to be determined by yourself and anyone that you're expecting to judge you on your work. Which, if you're happy with what you did and somebody's judging you, then they're judging you harshly and don't like something you did, well, that's on them. If you're happy with your work, that's all that really matters. You should be doing art for you, not for others. Unless you're doing commissions, in which case, then their opinion does matter. But again, all of this is hidden by armor for the most part. And we're just going to go ahead and get that with this dark color. Do a little bit here on the bangs where it's deepest. And we're going to go ahead and blush around here because there's an armor plate that goes on her forehead as well. That'll get a little, that's where that ribbon goes. A lot of dark going on here. And we'll blush that with some brown on top of that. Just into here. Do. mix it up a little bit of that darker brown on there. Are you playing like the same 5 songs over and over again all of a sudden? What's going on here? Alright, we'll go with that. Learn this song now. just realized I don't have my... Come on. There we go. Add some light. Now you can actually see what I've got going on. I don't have my light on either. Whoops. There we go. I can see what I'm doing. That looks pretty good for our first coat of highlights. Give that a quick shot. Almost a dead one. Okay, now should be able to come back to this one. Yes, beauty. Okay, and then we just kind of repeat the process, only this time I go backwards. And I lay all my highlights back in first. coat of clear on that, and that'll get us our nice gradient brown to golden yellow hair. After, we might just go ahead and throw a little bit of super light tan on the top there. Just on some of these tips. Got a clear on that. And then once it dries, it'll be subtle. But you'll still see that gradation from the darker brown to the kind of golden brown. Then there's dirty blonde kind of look that we're going for here. Dirty blonde, brown, whatever you want to call it. Okay, we're good on that. Alright. Hello. Good morning. How are you? Huh? Yes, please. some of those highlights back in here. Pretty good. You see those gradients in there. It's all going to blend here in just a minute when I hit it with the clear coat. It's just a matte clear. I can use that for everything. Let's do something that's obviously got to be high gloss. That needs to dry. And I'll look at that ponytail. It's very subtle. I think I might do one more little pass of highlights on here. Just highlights. Perfect. It's really not showing up very well on camera, is it? Let's see, we can put it against, get a white background here. It's not brown. Little piece of paper. There's our kind of a light brown, faded to dirty blonde kind of thing going on there. Should look really good against that white. And might still be a little bit tacky. Oh, not really. I'll do the same thing here, just another little quick little bit of highlights. Kind of just the tips kind of thing. Get this highlight in here, and then we'll give that a final coat of clear, and then we'll move to the black, and we'll figure out what we're going to do there. Not a whole lot, I don't think, because it's... I still can't decide. I kind of want to do kind of like maybe some red highlights to go with that whole black and red Sith theme that she's got going on, but at the same time, like, it's not really a natural color, and I maybe realize that, you know, it doesn't have to be a natural color, but I was kind of thinking I could maybe add some brown highlights in there to give her kind of, definitely make it look like they're either related or the same character, the same base color, just that the darkness has kind of made the hair darker. I like it. I'm happy with that. Oh, messenger. Taylor. Am I right? Taylor or family chat? Holy shit, I'm getting blown up here. Oh, no. It's Nelly. Oh, what's going on? My Amazon order has shipped. Well, that's good. It'll be here Thursday, 25th. It was supposed to be here, yesterday? And, yeah. I had to contact customer service last night, because, obviously, my pre-order that was released yesterday did not arrive on time. Which, I mean, I get it. There's issues in the world, you know. Might take longer to get things. I'm accepting of that. But when there's an issue or a delay, as a consumer, as a customer, especially as somebody who's pre-ordered something and has paid for it ahead of time, when I'm promised a delivery date and that date gets closer and closer, and it even arrives, and there's never been any indication that I have not had any issues, that it will be here on time, there will be no delays, to, you know, essentially have the day come and go and it not be here, no communication, no forewarning, no knowledge that it wouldn't be here. My standpoint is that there's been a problem. There's a breakdown in the chain of communication, and, you know, when I reach out and say, hey, you know, what's going on? How come there's no information? Actually, when I went and checked, and it said that there was no items available on a pre-order, and the first thing I think is, well, what happened? How come I didn't get slated for mine? Did you not get enough? You know, where's the communication saying, hey, unfortunately, your SOL on this thing, I just dropped a piece, and it is in the void, and it is black and on concrete, and it is nowhere to be found. That's great. My biggest issue is there just wasn't any communication that it would be late, and, you know, no reason for it to have been late, in my opinion. I mean, like I said, I get that there can be shipping issues, but everyone around the area was able to get theirs with no issues. All the retailers were able to get their version, and, you know, I took a chance this one time with the state of the world being the way it is, and with my health being the way it is, I thought maybe it's best that I don't venture out and try to acquire items, if not necessary, that, you know, didn't need to be acquired right away. I could wait for them to arrive, you know, and if they weren't here on day of release, no big deal. I understood that, but, you know, reasonable amount of time thereafter would be acceptable. And to have them not show up at all yesterday was, you know, was obviously concerning. So, hey, what's going on? Can you explain to me why my item is not here? And I basically got told, well, you do understand that there's flooding preventing us from getting you. And yeah, I do understand that, but how come I didn't get any notification? I mean, as far as I knew, everything was on target. There were no issues. So, you know, here I am left kind of going, hey, where's my stuff? And that's all I'm asking is where's my stuff. But to get a little bit of attitude back was kind of annoying. And I, of course, had to have a little conversation. But now, hey, look at that. All of a sudden, hey, your item has shipped. Really? That's kind of surprising in a way. All right, so we're just going to loosely throw this stuff in. Here we don't have ribbons. Here we can basically just go straight to our blending of color on everything. I'm going to go ahead and do everything on the back first here, and then blend it into the front. And this is the alternate head that I will be using for the cowl. So come on, rotate for me. There you go. Get that down about like that. I'm trying to get everything even here. Underneath this, she's got a crown. So this is the faceplate that will be used when the cowl is not up. When the cowl is up, this whole section here gets removed, and it's just this piece, the head. So that's kind of, and you don't see it because, of course, it's all hidden by the cowl. So, yeah, we've been trying to decide what color to use here, and I've been on the fence. I don't want to leave it just flat black, although flat black would look really good, because the cowl is also flat black, so I don't want the hair to get lost in that. So I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking kind of be red or purple, give it that shimmery sheen, but the more I'm leaning into it, the more I'm kind of thinking a brown would actually look pretty good and give it that whole, you know, maybe that's what we'll just do. We'll just do brown. Brown it is. And this is not going to want to show up worth a damn, and that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and brush everything with the brown. We'll come in with a lighter brown too, I think, for our highlights. I hit this with the clear coat, it's basically going to pretty much disappear. It'll leave it like a black with a brown tint. almost like a dry brush technique, really. I mean, it's basically dry pigment going right onto the kit. And then, of course, it kind of activates when it gets hit with the clear coat. I really like how that looks. I'm just gonna clear that. It's already, because it's so dark, it's already got shadows, and you don't really need to hide anything. And the highlights are gonna... Get that little bit of a brown sheen to it. I like that. I might not do anything more to that. That looks good. I might add some highlights. But we'll give that a few minutes to dry. Do this here real quick on the head. Always clear your nozzles on your spray cans or you will regret it. Alright. We'll just go ahead and do this one start to finish. There will be a red bow going on this too. So that's gonna... And then this one gets the crown because she's like an empress. You know, obviously hungry with power. The Sith way. Maybe started over her. Started out as an apprentice, and then you know, worked her way up, became a master, and Thank you, dear. What's did you post pictures from the party last night, or? I haven't looked. Yeah. That is so subtle. It almost looks black still. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. I'll add a little bit more highlights to that in a minute. Once that dries, I'm gonna come back and work on this one for just a moment. Add some highlights to this particular face here. But not too many, because this one gets stuck in the cowl, so. Don't really see that. Don't you fall off there. That's not what I expected to fall off, though. We're being honest. Come on. clear. Nice dark chocolate brown going on here. Stupid glossy, but yeah, I like that a lot. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's see, can I? It's pretty good against there. To get into my paints. And I kind of can't because they're kind of Alright, I want this right here. I'm just going to fade this in. We're going to leave the natural gold that's there. Okay, got our ink press headgear finished. That's put a quick shot of high gloss varnish on that. Come on. Thank you. And Empress headdress is done. God, why is she so blurry? My hands are good. Can't, but yeah, it just won't. I'm gonna be like way back here to get it not blurry. Wow. And it's subtle, but the highlights are there for the black. Gives it that nice kind of brownish. It's gonna look better in person. They always look better in person. Coffee time. Cream sugar. I have nowhere to put my stuff. I'm so spread out right now. Okay. Put that to dry. I'm going to check on Jedi. I should be able to. I'm done with the pastels for now until we get to skin. I should probably wash my brush here. I'm done with these sticks. I'll do a tidy up here in just a minute. But, oh yeah. Yeah, we are good. Ooh. Get paper down. Jedi face, need our Jedi parts. Ponytail. And is this, whose is that? I think this is hers. All right. So I'm gonna take this mask off of here. And reveal this nice white headband. I've managed to keep white. Oh, damn, got a little bit of bleed under there. I can scrape that away without pulling the white. Okay. There's our little pin here. Come here. Yeah, probably have to thicken that up just a little bit. Okay. You want to be like that. All right. A little bit more. Alright, you gotta remember how this went on here. I think it went on like that, didn't it? Yeah, no, it goes this way. There we go. I'm not going to press this in all the way yet because I'm still not 100% sure what color I'm painting it. But we now have our Jedi head. So there's Jedi with her blue eyes, her dirty brown, dirty blonde hair, whatever. It's got the blonde highlights on the brown. Brown, it probably could have been a little lighter. I've been a little happier with that, but I'm actually not too. I'm pretty happy with that. It turned out anyway. It's a nice color. It'd be a nice contrast to the kit. So that is head number 1, and yes, I have temporarily mounted it on a Q-tip while I build the body, which will be probably next few days. Work on the neck, upper chest for Jedi and Sith until we get to the next big element that I got to work on. We're just gonna head on a stake for now. I can just hold that. And let's have a look now at our Sith hair, which should hopefully be dry. Assemble the Sith head. Oh no, you did not. Okay, I thought I felt something hit my leg. Oh, okay, that's fine. Stay on there for now. I don't think I have a neck peg that I could jam in there. Maybe I do. I can actually do that proper. Got tons of ball joints and neck pegs and crap. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. That's obviously not a particularly stable way going about that. Too big, too small, too big. Too big. Just straight. Too big. Too big. Come on. Freaking ton of these things and none of them are the right size. That's a shoulder joint. How about this one? That seems about right. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. Okay, there. That'll hold now. A little better. Okay. Should get out for Magatsuki here then too. Let's see, where is her? That won't work. Okay. Ow. Okay, good. So this actually goes. This will be for the cowl, which we'll go ahead and, I don't know, maybe we'll do that first. Let's see how that looks. Okay. There we go. There it is. I got butterfingers all of a sudden. I'm trying to finish the stream here. I got other crap to do today, and so my brothers are online. Go chat with them for a bit before I get on other crap today. Come on. All of a sudden, you don't want to fit in here? There you go. Let's get this on here. On there, nice and tight. Okay, so that on this one. So this is for the cowl. Should, come on. Give me that crap now, all of a sudden you don't want to fit on there. There you go. As I said, it's not a perfect fit on the head. You see that we got this ridge here, but that's okay because, like I said, this sits into the cowl. No. I might have to make some adjustments here because apparently something has gone wrong with the fitting of the forehead part. It does not want to sit in there properly now. And I see why. It's because of this right here. It's a little too... not quite recessed enough. It was a little more aggressive than I wanted it to be, but it'll be all right. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay, let's try it again. Try two. That back in there, find the hole. And voila, we've got our Magatsuki head. Did I have that with that? I don't think I had that with that on there. Did I? I don't think that fit in there with that on there. So there's the cowl on the head with that nice Sith looking face. I think that's going to be pretty sweet. Hopefully that cowl will fit on the shoulders. If not, then of course we do have the alternate option of swapping out the front plate for the actual Empress headgear, which I don't know where the plate went for her. her armor plate. I know she has one, but where did it go? I might have put it back in the box because I wasn't sure if I was going to use it or a different setup for that. I do need to mount that. That's going to need a little spot of glue, but where the heck did that go? Thought I still had it here somewhere. I must have put it back in the box. Why did I do that? I needed it. Oh, you know what? I think it's because it's attached to the gold. Where's that? What is that? Where'd you go? Oh, I'm starting to mix. Oh, because I'm in the Kikka box. No wonder I can't find what I'm looking for. Mix up my instructions. The box is here. This box is here, and that. Oh, that's the gold. Where's the little gray? Shit! Don't tell me I lost that. Pretty sure it's in the box. It's right there. Come here. All right. So for the Empress, I gotta glue that in. For the Empress, we'll have the armor head plate, the gold crest, and then I gotta glue that. I want to actually go this way, and I need to glue it to that part right there. I actually gotta glue it to the back of the head so that it fits the front, but that's the head that we got going for the Sith girl. Given that headdress, it's going to look pretty sweet with the Sith markings, or the cowl, depending on, I mean, obviously it'll have the two options of which way it can go. So we'll have our Sith and our Sith and our Jedi. Oop. And it's going to be pretty sweet. I think it's going to be a nice finished custom when it's all said and done. Two girls locked in some sort of combat versus. I cannot get a good view on that here. Let me just go to the face cam. You'll be able to see what I'm doing. I'm going to move my chat window there. And boom, we got our two girls. I think it's gonna be pretty sweet when they're all said and done. Like I said, it'll be cool to have that cowl, which should be a simple change out. Damn, everybody, I gotta glue that in. I'll do that here in a minute. I don't think I can just pull the tail plugs and get the head in there. I don't think it works that way. I can try it. Oh, gimme. There you go. But I know I can't get this faceplate in, which is why I made the other faceplate. And then I'm gonna have to cut a little groove in there to get that ribbon in. Well, I suppose I could just glue it right to the top. Yeah, we'll deal with that in a minute. I don't think it'll go with that. Yeah, I gotta pull the. That's what I thought. That's how I intended it anyway. So, there we go. Jedi Sith. And I think that's going to be sweet if I can get that to fit on the armor. I do like the Empress hair and everything too, but you know, obviously I'll do different photos different ways. But anyway, yeah, and then we got those highlights and those deep tones in the hair, which gives it that more vibrant life effect. It's not just a solid color. I really wish this camera would zoom. I don't know what's going on there. I might be taxing it too much lately. But yeah, and then we got our highlights and dark tones in the black as well, which gives it that kind of more of a brown color. It's not quite the same color as the cowl, as you can see. There is a brown sheen versus the black, so I didn't want those colors to be too close together. Again, the faceplate is just slightly off. The hair is slightly off in color, which is great, because that's what I was going for. Yeah. Excuse me. And yeah, so that's it for today's stream. I don't think anyone showed up today, but that's all right. Rarely do. Anyway, so thanks for watching. If you did come and watch this video later, and hopefully some of the information I was able to show off today was of use to somebody. But I'll take some pictures, get those loaded up on the Facebook page, probably share those to the MS Girl groups and whatnot, tips and tricks pages, whatnot, and we'll go from there. But in the meantime, probably going to be done with this for today. Go talk to my brothers. Probably work on Aika a little bit, because I got her upstairs. She's like my couch build. I can work on her while I chat with them. And I'll be probably back on stream tomorrow for a bit. We'll get some more stuff done. And maybe we'll get some actual progress here made. We'll work on the chest for both girls, and we'll get hopefully an upper torso built. Actually, you know what? I'll probably glue that to this side. That's where it's supposed to go anyway. I don't think I can get the ribbon to actually fit in there with the headdress, can I? No. Cannot. It doesn't want to, it doesn't want to go in there other way. I just lost it again. That is one slippery little part. But anyway, I'll find that and figure out what I'm going to do off stream and get my way upstairs and see everyone tomorrow. I got to get the stream ended too. Oh, anyway, take care. We will talk to you later.